last year. As soon as we brought Toby in, stuff started to turn around for us and we started to look a lot stronger and more consistent.
It's CleanX to deal with. He finds the opening. It's 1v1. It's 1v1 and Methods clutches again. He goes huge for Ultra and they get their first home series victory.
Coming into the season, I was very confident because we were on like an upward spiral ending off the 2020 season, but the losses just kept coming and coming.
It kind of showed that we weren't on the same page as a team. Our teamwork was so bad in every single game mode and we were just struggling.
Everyone on Toronto Ultra having a bit of a rough one, having a bit of a stinger.
So coming into the season, I was very confident, but the losses just kept coming and coming. And my performance was just getting worse and worse. I just got into like a dark place, I'd say, especially being away from my fiance and family. I moved my life over here, so I kind of didn't really have like anyone for like my downtime when I'm not playing. Till like one day I just, you know, I spoke to my fiance. I was like, I'm literally so close to quitting. I was like, I don't know if I can carry on. The Twitter abuse I got was probably the main culprit for me wanting to quit.
I feel like wherever you go, there's always going to be toxic people and fans and stuff giving it people that don't really deserve it.
I don't think people realize like how much words can hurt people. Like maybe one person saying it, you can brush it off. But when you read it every single second of the day, it can really eat you up. Because Twitter is such a easy place to get onto and just say whatever and no one will ever see your face. I feel like people just take advantage of that.
I definitely don't think he deserved the criticism that he was getting. He's just been a smart player. He's the most achieved European player.
Bance is just like a good leader for our team. That's why we have such a good dynamic.
I knew if I was happy outside of the game, I'd come into practice being happy and everything. So I took up deep breathing before matches. I started going for massages. I started going chiropractor. Like I was just doing all these little things outside the game that like made me a better person, made me feel happier.
The key Ben's turnaround was definitely the final against FaZe in stage 2. I think he dropped to 1.4 in the series, and over, I think it was 7 or 8 maps is pretty mental.
Just gotta go big, and he does just that. What a kill!
The biggest turnaround was getting Insight in.
I feel like the team lacked a bit of backline leadership, someone they could count on.
Him getting into the team taught us a lot about how the game should be played, and he's just a very disciplined player, and I felt like that's what we needed.
I guess I added that bit of slow gameplay they needed because we have 3 fast players in front of me.
Jamie and Toby just had so much confidence in each other from previous years, playing with each other, and obviously me and Bance were really comfortable with each other, so it was just a chemistry thing and helped the team all around.
The breathing and meditating, when it first got introduced, I couldn't be more against it, to be honest with you.
I guess our analyst is to blame for that.
He went traveling, backpacking around the world, and he kind of brought that back with him.
First it started with me, I was doing it outside the game, and I was like, oh, this is actually kind of like soothing.
I think what made me start doing it was someone said Clay and Simp on it. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, maybe I can listen to it, you know, world champions, you know what, I'll listen to it.
I'd sometimes do it. I'm probably the one that does it the least out of the team.
I feel like the breathing's definitely helped, 100%.
Bance with his breathing techniques, gotta make sure he's doing that before every single map because it has been working incredibly.
Before a match, just like calm you down, slow the heart rate so you can make more decisive decisions and better ones.
For game modes like Search and Destroy, where you need to be calm and thinking about what you're doing, it really helps. I think that also plays a factor into our comms as well, making sure we're calm before the map, that our comms are on point.
From there, I do it every single time now.
It's Wednesday, Call of Duty fans, and it's the start of the Major.
It is FaZe with the victory.
After that initial loss against FaZe in the stage 2, I was pissed. I was so mad because I think we beat them in the S&D. I think we got smoked on control, which was the typical then for us against FaZe. But that 4th map, I'm pretty certain we went up 100 points. We ended up losing it.
They were slaying well. They had it in their hands.
It showed that we could, you know, easily take maps against them and even beat them on some of their stronger maps.
After that loss, we knew we were playing the game pretty well. It was a really close series. And I think it just came down to they had that just extra edge of talent on that day.
FaZe will move in to top 3 for Ultra. You still have a chance to battle on. You're not out of it yet.
So we're going to losers with actually more confidence, which is, I guess you could say, kind of weird after losing.
I think we started our first game against LA Thieves. It was a clean 3-0 from us.
Ultra, they continue on.
Kept playing, you know, the higher seeded teams. We played OpTic, we played Dallas, we played FaZe.
We knew if we just kept on playing how we were, that we'd do the exact same versus FaZe.
Ultra, they have made it. all the way to the final stop, man.
Going into that grand finals, we all had belief, but it was obviously putting it into motion just because teams struggled to beat them in a best of 5. Teams struggled to beat them just in one map. And then to say you have to beat them in a best of 9, like that's a lot.
The greatest underdog going into the tournament.
We played them on their best map, first map, and we lost by like 50, I think.
And we won the second map. And then we were like, all right, if we win this control, we can really do this.
Ultra behind the brakes!
Next thing you know, we're stringing maps and maps, and we're like, we only need one more map. Come on, we've got this. We won it, and it was kind of like a what's going on kind of feeling.
They take the best team in the league the whole way. They truly are Ultra.
Toronto Ultra should not have their feet up. Yes, they had a great tournament performance, but keep in mind, they still went 2 and 3 through group-like stages.
It defo takes time to gain respect and stuff, and I think people were right to say that it looked like a bit of a fluke because we came from pretty much nowhere and we just started smoking everyone.
Once they hit the go button, there is no stopping them.
I believe we were on like a 9-match win streak, but I think the recipe for that was obviously beating FaZe. That obviously gives you a massive confidence boost. We just kept getting better, like we were working on certain things, like hardpoint.
Going into the next group stages, I think we only lost 1 map throughout the whole thing. I think that's when people started to give us a bit more respect.
Ultra, they're living it up as their reign of dominance, the tear continues.
It kind of all just came in together. We were good at S&D, good at hardpoint. We fixed our control, and it all just like played into winning.
Ultra, they put him to bed, they continue on.
With the amount of talent and stuff in the league, I wouldn't exactly say that not winning champs would be a failure, but it wouldn't be ideal, to be fair.
We just need to keep that up, keep grinding, kind of stay humble and hungry, to be honest.
Anything less than winning champs, I guess you would see it as a failure for us. I feel like we've set ourselves up to be the best team in the game.
Once you think you deserve it, that's when I feel like things start slipping. So as long as we stay hungry, stay confident, I feel like we've got a good chance of taking it.